Hi students, so this video still under the geometry and measure stage 7 with the objective of understanding the relationships and convert between metric units of area including hectares, square meters, square centimeters and square millimeters. For your info, the metric unit of a perimeter is not the area. The metric units of the perimeter or the circumference for circle, it would be like meter, centimeter, and millimeter. If you look on the metric units there, the index of each unit is 1, the invisible 1. Remember, perimeter and circumference means that you will use the metric units with the index 1, the invisible 1. For this objective, we're talking about the metric units of area. We will talk about hectares. We'll talk about the square meters. We also talk about the centimeter square. And the last one would be millimeter square. So all of them are called as or are in the category of under the category of metric units of area. We need to know the relationships and we need to be able to convert between these units. The first one, hectare. This is the thing that you need to memorize. 1 hectare will be equivalent to 10,000 meters square. Please take a note of this. Now, after that, to understand the relationship and to be able to convert between metric units of area, you also need to remember this diagram, the stage diagram of the metric units of area. So I will draw like this, and then the top one will be meter square, decimeter square, centimeter square, and millimeter square. You need to remember, if you go down for one step, you will multiply it with 100. For every step down, you will multiply by 100. And for every step up, then you will divide it by 100. How to memorize it? Well, look on the index of the unit. If it's 2, then you will use the base of 10 with 20, which is 100. So it means when you're dealing with the perimeter or circumference, which is meter, centimeter, millimeter, the index is 1. Then for the base of 10, you will use the base of 10 that has only 1 0. It will be 10. So every time you go down for one step, you just times it with 10. Every time you go up for one step, then you will divide it by 10. That's how to remember that. Okay, this diagram is the thing that you also need to remember in order to convert between metric units. Now, let's say I have 3 meters square. I want to convert it into centimeter square. Now, the 3, I will multiply it by what? Well, we go from this point, meter square, and then we want to go to the centimeter square. How to do that? This one is the start point, this one is the finish point. So we will go for one step down here, and then after that we will go for the second time, right? So times it 100 twice. Oh, okay. So this one times it with 100, times it with 100. So the result for this one will be 30,000 centimeter square. the next one. I have, for example, 0.004 centimeter square, and I want to make it become millimeter square. I will use the orange one. The starting point will be the centimeter square, and then the ending point will be millimeter square. What is the number that I want to convert? This one. So I will write it 0.004, and then after that, from the starting point to the ending point to the finish point, I need to do what? Only once. Times it with 100. So this one times it with 100, right? So that one will be equivalent to what? If this one being times it by 100 and you're dealing with a decimal number like this, what is the one that you need to do? You need to move the dot to the right, right? Because when you times it with 100, the number getting bigger. Now to make the decimal become bigger as a value, then you need to move the dot to the right. So how many times you need to move it to the right? Look on the number of 0 there. There are 2, right? So you move it 2 times. So that one move to here and then move to there. So the dot will be there. So it will be 0.4 millimeter square. One more example. It's not about going down now. It will about going up. I will make it smaller a little bit like this. Let's say I have 300 centimeter square and I want to make it into a meter square. Now look here. From the centimeter square, that one is the starting point, to the meter square, which is this one, is the finishing point. How many steps that you need to do? You need to go up for 2 steps, which is you will do this one and you will do this one. Oh, this one is divided by 100, right? So to convert this one, I will say 300, right? I will times it with 1/100. Oh, why times it by 1/100? Because if I times it with this one, then actually it's the same like 300 divided by 100, right? 300 times 1 is 300, 300 divided by 100, right? And then I will do that one twice, correct? So I will times it again with 1/100. I will go up again, yeah, like this. So this one become what? Okay, numerator, multiply all. 300 times 1 times 1, it will be what? 300. And then all the denominator multiply, that one will be 10,000. Now, I will rewrite it like this one. Now, if a number being divided by another number, the number will get smaller, right? So if you have a number being divided by the base of 10, then you will move the dot to the left. Now, where is the dot over here? 300. It's a whole number. Well, the dot is over here. And you will move it to the left. And how many times you need to move it to the left? According to the number of 0 that available on the base of 10. How many zero available on the base of 10? There are 4, right? So you will move this one 4 times to the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the dot will be here. How about the empty one here? You just put the 0. So the result will be 0. Point, it will be this one, because at the beginning there should be a 0. 0.03 what? Meter square. I hope that you do get it. Bye.